Hi everyone, Abbas is here with another paraphrase of active reading number 2. Today we are going to talk about Unit 3, Chapter 1, which is about behind the scenes. Um, this chapter starts with a question: who makes movies? If somebody asks you such a question, you will definitely say actors and directors. Yes, you are right. But there are some other people who are doing their best behind the scenes to make a movie more enjoyable for their audience. If you watch the credits is the list of people who have had a role in making a movie, and it is normally shown at the end of the movie. We call them the credits, okay? The list of casts and all the people behind the scenes. If you look at the credits at the end of the movie, you will find hundreds of names and also hundreds of jobs. There are many people that are doing their best for this movie. Most of the important people in filmmaking aren't famous because you cannot see them. They are not in front of the camera. They are just behind the scenes and they are helping the film to be made from behind, not in front of the camera. So these important people, these crucial people, are not famous, but they are very effective. Today we are going to talk about four of these jobs and four of these people that are working very hard for a movie. The very first one is makeup artist. A makeup artist helps to make the characters more believable. They somehow do their job in a way that you believe a character is real. Maybe, for example, a character is not real in the real world, but they make you believe that they are. The makeup artist's work might seem easy, but there is more to it than, making the lead actress look more beautiful. By lead actress, we mean the most important actress, or even we can say the lead actor, the actor that is number one. Okay, so they are doing their best to make these people more beautiful, or even for men, we say handsome. They are doing their best to make the lead actor look handsome. If the hero gets a cut on his face, okay, during a scene, for example, during a fight or during a war, the makeup artist must create that cut. So this is their job, to make sure that the cut is as real as possible. As real as possible. And they should make sure, they should be careful, that it looks exactly the same for the next day, for the next week, or for example, for the days after that. Because maybe there are some scenes that are taken in different days. They are not just for one day. So the makeup artist should take details into account. Take details into account, that all the how can I put it? All the makeup that they do, especially this cut on the hero's face or the actor or actress's face, be exactly the same, and it is very difficult. Some movies may require actors, may want actors to look older or even younger. For example, they have an old character, but they give the part, they give the role to a young actor. So they have to prepare that person to be a little older. Or even some creatures, okay, like a monster, or for example, a space alien. You know, a space alien. We sometimes think that there are some other people, other creatures is better, other creatures who are living in another planet, for example, in Mars. Some people believe so. So, if you have a movie which is about space aliens, this is the makeup artist's job to make it more real and believable. Look at here. Putting on special makeup can sometimes take more time. It is really time consuming. So doing such a thing is really time consuming and it needs a lot of time than the actor's scene. Maybe the actor's scene takes, I don't know, 5 minutes, but the makeup and the preparation before the shooting the scene might take some hours. So it is really difficult. For example, you know Jim Carrey, I'm sure. Jim Carrey's makeup artist needed 2.5 hours every day to transform, to change him, to transfer him into his character for the movie The Grinch. If you have seen the movie The Grinch, you will notice that Jim Carrey's makeup is very special and it takes really long time, 2 hours and 2.5 hours, and it is too long and it might be tiring for both the artist and also the actor. The audience should understand that this character is real and the character should be the same as their behaviors and their behavior and looks. And also, they should not understand the makeup. It is saying that the makeup should be, we can say, subtle. S-U-B-L-T, subtle, T-L, subtle. Subtle means something that is hard to understand, but it is there, okay, subtle. So, the makeup artist should do the job in a subtle way so that the audience only focuses on the character, okay, not the makeup. Let's go on. The second team might be the masters in property. Their job is to set the scene. According to the scene, they should prepare all the stuff in the scene. The property or prop master is responsible for selecting parts of the set and costumes. Everything that you see, including tables, I don't know, the kitchen, the rooms, everything that you see should be set, we use passive, should be set by the property master or the prop master. Also the costumes, the clothes that the actors and actresses wear, they are all prepared, again passive, they are all prepared by property master. This includes large items like furniture and also the vehicles, and also the smaller items like tools and weapons. Everything that you see in a scene in the setting is prepared, again passive, is prepared by property master. When you see a mother who is cooking breakfast for for her kids, the property master here has a big responsibility to choose the stove, to choose the frying pan, the plates, and almost everything that we can see in that scene. So I think that this is really difficult. And also, they should be very careful about all the details, and they somehow should make them exactly the same for every scene. For example, if they are shooting one scene today and again tomorrow they will continue, they should be careful about the details. They shouldn't change the details, and it is very difficult. Um, in 2011, the movie The Social Network had a property master that had to find the exact model of computer that Mark Zuckerberg, who is the Facebook founder, you see, I changed it a little. I said that they had to find the exact model of computer that Mark Zuckerberg, I said the name first, that Mark Zuckerberg, who was Mark Zuckerberg? Mark Zuckerberg, who was the Facebook founder, used. Uh, if I want to put it simpler, I can say that the property master in this movie had to go and find the exact computer that Mark Zuckerberg used when he was studying at Harvard University in 2004, and it should have been exactly the same because they needed that for the movie. So it is really difficult to find such equipment. Another part of property master's job is to keep track of every item that they purchase, they buy. It means that they should have a list. They should write down all the items that they buy for the scene, and they should be careful about this list. They should keep track of everything. They should write down and be careful about them. Because, if any item disappears during the production, they will be in charge and they will be responsible for that. Maybe they have to pay money. If we go further, we will come to the third person, special effect coordinator. You know special effects, especially nowadays that many people are making videos and they use AI. They might probably use some special effects. For example, in this way, they can make the impossible to look real. Suppose that there is a dinosaur walking in front of them in a city. This is all for the special effects coordinator to make. Probably after watching a movie, you might ask yourself, wow, it was excellent. How did they do that? In some movies, people can fly. So we know that in real world, people cannot fly. But in a movie, they might. Or dinosaurs are roaming. When we say roaming, it means that, for example, dinosaurs are walking through the streets, on the streets, and they are going from somewhere to another place. Okay, it is roaming. Dinosaurs are roaming through cities. So we know that there are no dinosaurs in the world nowadays, but the special effect coordinator will make it real for us. And also, maybe you see some spaceships that are traveling to other planets. They definitely didn't do that in real world, and they have made them by computers. Okay, they have made them by computers. These are all the work of special effects coordinator, and this person is responsible for creating even fires, explosions, any kind of dangerous scene that you might see in a movie, even rainy days that you love, and also snowy nights. They are all special effects coordinators' responsibility and job. Let's move on. Some special effects nowadays are made with computers. Okay, of course, I think that most of them are made with computers, but here it is saying some of them. Sorry, most of them. A big movie like Avatar, maybe you have watched it before, took several years to make. It was too long to produce that movie, to make that movie, and it had many special effects companies, not people, companies that were working on different aspects of that movie. For example, one company which included a lot of staff was only and only working on the look of the aliens, only their look, only their appearance. That, for example, they are from a planet called Pandora. It's somehow strange to think that 120 people are working only on one specific thing, like the look of these people. And it is fascinating. So people really put their, how can I put it, put their hard work in such movies. Let's go further. Foley artists. These people are responsible for creating the sounds of the cinema, of the movies that we watch. If you think of your favorite movie scene and also suppose that that is a scary movie, you will somehow remember the sounds of footsteps, okay, the loud rain that was pouring, and also the creaking doors, the doors that make some noise. They say, for example, something like in this way to open or close. You know, the sound of footsteps, loud rain, and also creaking doors all give us the sense of uh, fear. Okay, and this is the art of Foley artist to make that fear in us. All of these are the work of Foley artists. Okay, many sounds, although many sounds cannot be recorded during the filming of a movie while they are on the scene, they have to do that in studios, and this is the responsibility of Foley artists. And they will go to their studios and try to somehow make these sounds and noises. For example, they create the punching when somebody is punching another person, or even kicking by their foot. The kicking sounds of a fight scene in a movie, or even, for example, the wind that is blowing, the rain that is somehow pouring, and also the thunder in the background of the scene that you are watching. So everything is added after the movie is made in a studio. Okay? There are some techniques for them to make these special these special sounds. They create the punching and kicking sounds, okay, in a fight scene, the wind, the rain, and thunder in the background. I told you so. They often have unexpected methods for doing so. For example, if they want to make the sound of a breaking bone, they might record it using celery sticks. You know celery. Celery is kind of vegetable which is green and it is somehow long. They try to break it, okay, and it might sound like breaking a bone, something like this. And they do that in their studio. So they break it, they snap it into half, okay, they snap it in half, and they will record the sound for the bone breaking scene. In their studio, there might even be some special floors, okay, for recording different kinds of footsteps. For example, somebody is running the steps, and someone is just walking, okay, on the steps, and they record all different kinds of footsteps. So be careful. Next time that you are watching a movie, you should make sure that at least see and pay attention to the name of all these people in the credits at the end of the movie. Because the movie wouldn't be the same and with the same quality without the hardworking people behind the scene, not just the director and the actors and actresses in front of the camera. Thank you so much for your attention. If you liked the video, please subscribe for more. And also, if you have any thoughts, please comment.